imagined there was another level, and there's a chimney there. Oh, sorry, that is a chimney, and that must be where it was cleaned. I might even try and have a look inside that. How am I going to get up there? Let's have a scan. Oh, shit. I can't. I'm afraid. There must have been a different way than that, but let's have a look around here. No, maybe that was just the way in. I think there was a passage. I think there was some sort of, yeah, defo. Let's have a look. Oh. I think there's some sort of drainage system there. Whether it was for rainwater or some sort of byproduct from whatever they made here. Whoa, look at this. Hey, so it's a false floor. No way. I've got my torch here, let me get my torch out. That's quite cool, that. So that's a full-on false floor. For what reason, I am unaware. Look at all the bricks have been done in a certain, I think that's to let air through. Same here. So all this has been done for a reason, I have no idea yet. And then I think there will have been a false floor, and then some sort of flue will have gone up into the chimney. So I think this was quite an important role, I would say, in whatever this was. I'll try and get some old photos if there's any online, because this interests me. Well, let's move on. So another thing that stands out is so they've used red bricks in the middle because they're square. I think that's what's making sense to me now. And then the yellow ones are the curved ones. Look at her. She said, "Welcome to my crib." So the curved bricks, for some reason, seem to be yellow. And whether that's to do with the process of making them, if you have to put something else in them, I'm not sure. But even that's dead cool. Wow, just this shot here. Look at that. Let me take a photo. I'm just like fully taken back here. Oh shit, look. So it's not in line. It's not far off. So whether something come across down, maybe, not sure. But I just wanted to look at this when they've been building the wall. They've used like square bricks. They're a bit different. So they've leveled it off with two thin layers of whatever it is. I just thought that looked different. They're all blocks, and then you've got them two there, and then a little one to level it out. Dead weird. Same here again. What's that? And then what's that? What's that for? It's like they've used concrete to fill a gap in, and they put some sort of tile. Or is that a burn mark? I think that might be a burn mark. Don't know. Right, so this is fell down, so we can actually see what's been inside it, to be fair. So that looks like a steel RSJ maybe has been in the middle, and then they build round it with bricks and then pour concrete inside it. And see them holes there? I reckon that's where it's been drilled down to the floor. In this case, it hasn't held. Obviously that's been on there. Same again, red bricks, yellow curved ones. Steel in the middle. This is fucking cool now. Wow. So I would imagine my take on this now, this is a kiln. I have no idea about kilns, but I would imagine you feed the fuel in there, or I think they're to get all the coal rubbish out, and all these had doors on it and there were fires, and then they were warming those up. That's what I think. That's what I think's going on there. Different coloured bricks again. So it's like yellow curved on the inside, red, yellow curved ones. This is fascinating to me. I'm trying to work out what yellow bricks, red bricks. Is one an extension, one's been added on? No idea. Let's have a look inside. This is where I think I think this is a kiln. Yeah, see them holes there? Them holes, I would imagine, are to transfer heat. Let's have a look in here. That's got to be some sort of kiln. So I would imagine the door would open. Let's see if there's any hole. There you go. So at the bottom of them barrels, looks like there's an outer layer, but it lets fire through, but not fully. And that's at the bottom of them. So I want to get up there somehow. I want to. Whoa! Look at that big door. Or is it a big door? God, this is cool, man. Again, I would imagine that this here would be another door. Can you see that wire? Can you see that? I would imagine that's probably asbestos rope, which is heat resistant. God, this is cool, man. That there is history right there. And I think this was probably cast iron, maybe, or big plates of iron, and you can see where it's been held in. They're like the old rivets that used to be whacked in, but that's been rusted away for whatever reason. But this, again, will probably have been some sort of door that they'll have scraped all the rubbish out. I want to get up and have a look. How am I going to do that? How can I get up there? Maybe up here. Should not really be doing this. But we can't not. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Look at this. Wow. holes there, and whether they were for vents. I think that's a vent. And then this is where the hot water would come out of it, and then through. So I'll follow those pipes and flanges, and that went somewhere, not sure where. Right, we've had enough of these now, so moving on. Look at these. Wow. So something was here. I think this was like a plant room, boiler room. So you've got the pipes with flanges that come out from the tanks. Now whether at one time that joined onto that, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Now stuff's been moved out of here, whether this was valuables that people have nicked, so big boilers, or if there's any copper in here, I'm not sure. Don't know if that's another like fireplace. I don't know what it is in here, but a bit creepy. I feel like I'm being watched. I don't know why. Don't know why someone would be watching me, but that steel's on its last legs, isn't it? Right, let's go in these dome buildings. TV is virus. Pandemic. They are not wrong. Big massive vessel. God, that's fucking cool, man. Wow. Look at these, man. Just layers and layers. There's Sarah chilling. Just on a Todd of a big cliff. Let's have a look inside one. Whoa. Whoa. This is mad. This floor seems hollow. Whether this was a kiln. Wow. See, I'm not having their doorways, you see. I think they have to be, I would imagine they're used for something. However, they were loads of different ways to fuel the fire. They're vents to let the heat out, maybe. I would imagine that's probably what these are. Let's try another one. I'm trying to work out if they're the same. That's got a steel like beam around it to keep it round. Now whether that's had one and it's fell off, I'm not sure. That's the only difference up to now, I think. And the other difference is, can you see the arches of different stone there, and they like protrude? These seem to be the same kind of brickwork. They're different. So if I could put my money on it, oh, look at this. It's just random. If I could put my money on it, I bet you they're in order of age, and it wouldn't surprise me if that one was the oldest one, or these two were the oldest, and then they realised later on, because that's the same arch brickwork. Now whether after a while they thought they need another one, and then anything that was wrong with these, they've kind of improved it. That's my understanding, because them doorways, for whatever reason, they protrude the brickwork. I can't think why. Wow, look at that for a shot. That is dead cool, man. Whoa. I've got to take a photo of this. Right. So Sarah wants me to. I've not even been in this one actually. Ooh, blow up mattress. This is way older than that one. Way older. So I bet you that's what's happened, to be fair. I bet you they've made them and then they've found a way to make them better. Just need to find a way up now.
I wondered how you got up. Oh, it's a bit of a drop, that.
I wanted to film in here because I can see actual bricks inside it. For some reason. Look at them. I think they're heat-proof bricks. I don't know what they've been there for, but this looks cool, Sarah, look at this, some mad oval. I think it's perfect because the rust seems to have followed all the holes. I don't know what that's for. Have a look at that. Same again. You can see the holes. Whether it was that way at one point, not sure. That looks cool from here. You done there, child?
I'm done now, yeah.
She just had her head poking through that. Right, let's have one last glance over here. And then quite satisfied. Now on the drone, I saw an actual cave over there. Be careful here, this is deep. There's a little building here. Hey, little building there, and I can see a little alcove over there. I thought you were going to say, tell your mother I saved your life.
Oh, that is literally
Get out. Get. Are you for real?
For real, that's what I literally thought.
There you go.
I thought, no.
That building, everything's caved, so there's not much here. So let's walk back. Oh, some barrels here. Uncovered. Covered, I mean. Seems to be just one little chimney thing there before we go. Yeah, man, look at all the chains out on the chimney.
I know I thought that. Just like pick everything up, wouldn't you?
The litter.
Yeah, like there's too much of it for one person to do. There's a lot of it.
Bad that people leave it, innit?
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
Because I don't know if we should even be here, do you think? You know what I mean? Like, has it just been made into a walk because it's been. Wow, we've not been in here yet, have we? Have you? Did you? Wow. That's the chimney I wanted to get in, but it just leads into it, doesn't it? This is cool, man. I've already been in that one. I think this is it then, isn't it? Oh, that's where I want the photo up there. I was obsessed. Right, okay. was like, right, that's us absolutely done and dusted. We've seen every single brick. Been here for hours and it is unbelievable. So I would 100% recommend coming here. I'll show you where to park, show you the walk, and it's only, you say 10-15 minutes from there. 10-15 minutes, that is it. So if people don't like long walks, you've got to come here. You literally think you're abroad. So if you've watched this far, I would appreciate if you like it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'm now going to add in some of the drone footage if I've not put it in already. Enjoy.